Welcome to the 2017 Texas MBA Convocation for the McCombs School of Business. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the McCombs School of Business faculty. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the degree candidates for the Texas MBA Class of 2017.
Good evening. Good evening, and welcome to the Convocation ceremony for the Texas MBA Class of 2017. I'm Jay Hartzell, the Dean of the McCombs School of Business at the University of Texas at Austin. Today, we celebrate the students who completed their requirements for the Master of Business Administration degree. It is my honor and pleasure to welcome the spouses, parents, relatives, friends, and professors of this graduating class. Graduation is an exciting time. It represents the end of a long journey and the beginning of new challenges and opportunities. I congratulate all of you on this wonderful achievement. You have earned this night and should be proud of all your hard work. As you all know, the graduate school is a rewarding but rigorous journey. The students seated here this evening chose to pursue their MBA on top of lives that were already full and challenging. Graduates, today is a time to pause and reflect on all that you have accomplished and to look forward to all that you will become. During your program of study, you've acquired the knowledge and experience that will help you achieve the next level in your professional lives. It is our belief that seated among us today from the class of 2017 are future CEOs, visionaries, innovators, and civic leaders. Without a doubt, you will continue to make a profound impact, both professionally and within your communities. I'm confident of this because of what you've already shown through your leadership. As students, you have shaped the MBA experience for the entire McCombs community. During your academic pursuits, you have formed strong bonds with your classmates and you've extended your network for years to come. Looking out into the crowd, I'm reminded of the passion you all bring to your education, a passion I am certain will translate to whatever paths you choose in your future. As you make your ways, value that passion and remember to reinvest in it through your continued involvement in the Texas MBA program. Join the alumni network, accept a committee placement, or serve on one of our boards. There's a saying about giving of your time, treasure, and talent. We would love to have your time and talents now. We'll come call on you later for your treasure. You laugh, but it's true. Above all, stay in touch and stay involved with the University of Texas and the McCombs School of Business. For many of you, this is an emotional appeal. You're fond of the school just as we are fond of you, and you'll choose to remain connected and to give back. For others, as a finance professor, I can frame this as an investment. One of the greatest assets of the McCombs School of Business is its alumni network, and by continuing to invest in that network, you're adding value both to your degree and those that will come after you in the school. I'm happy to see, speaking of investments, that as a class, you're well on your way. This year, students from the full-time MBA class of 2017 have pledged $100,000 to the Leave a Legacy campaign with 90% participation for the future benefit of the McCombs School. Thank you to Committee Chair Bharath Poti and committee members Julio Diaz-Balari, Lillian Duncan, Diego Marafon, and Laura Szymanski. A special note, Bharath upped his personal pledge to take the class to the $100,000 goal. The Executive MBA Class of 2017 has pledged over $30,000 with 80% participation. This is a recent participation record for eMBA Legacy. I'd like to thank, yes, please go ahead. I'd like to thank committee co-chairs Chris Bauman and Carlos Gutierrez and Evan Barbosa for stepping in to be class lead and organizing the sports-based fundraiser for the Executive MBA program. Thank you all for this impressive demonstration of your dedication. How about one more round of applause? You could have seen, did I not say please be seated? Please be seated. It was like a marathon to see how long it would take. Okay, sorry. At the University of Texas, we say what starts here changes the world. And as Dean of the McCombs School, I know that the world's future business leaders are seated before us. This evening, we are honored to award you a Master's of Business Administration degree from the University of Texas at Austin. As you begin your lives beyond the MBA program, we couldn't be more proud to call you alumni of the McCombs School of Business. Congratulations. Those of you in the audience will notice that some of our graduates are wearing honor cords with their graduation robes. I'd like to first ask the graduates wearing the red, white, and blue cords to stand. We would like to recognize these students for their unwavering commitment to our nation for having served in the U.S. Armed Forces. Please join me one more time in thanking our veterans for their service. Thank you. The white cords identify sword scholars. The Sword Scholar Award was named in honor of Dr. Bernard H. Sword, who served 11 years as Associate Dean for Graduate Programs in Business Administration. Sword Scholars earned a grade point average of 3.8 or higher in the full-time MBA core curriculum. The orange and beige cords identify the Dean's Award for Academic Excellence. Recipients of the Dean's Award for Academic Excellence earned an overall grade point average of 3.8 or higher during the entire MBA curriculum. The red and beige cords identify Kosmetsky Scholars. The Kosmetsky Scholar Award honors Dr. George M. Kosmetsky, who served as Dean of the McCombs School of Business for 16 years. Kosmetsky Scholars earned an overall grade point average of 4.0 during their MBA education. The blue cords identify members of the Beta Gamma Sigma Honor Society. This is the National Academic Honor Society for students in business administration. MBA students must rank in the top 20% of their class to be eligible for invitation to Beta Gamma Sigma. I ask all graduates wearing academic honor cords to please stand and be recognized for your achievements. Congratulations again. I'm so happy to be able to introduce our Convocation speaker here today, Elaine Agather. Elaine is the chairman of Chase's Dallas region. She also serves as the South Region head and managing director of the private bank at JP Morgan. Elaine joined Chemical Bank of New York in 1979, working in London, San Francisco, and New York until she relocated to Dallas in 1984. After the 1986 merger of Chemical Bank and Texas Commerce Bank, Elaine was promoted to chairman of the Texas Commerce Bank in Fort Worth in 1992 and joined the private bank to manage client advisory groups across the state in 1997. In 1999, she was elected chairman and CEO of Dallas. Elaine is the chairman of the board of directors for Performing Arts Fort Worth. She also serves as a board member for the National Cowgirl Museum and Hall of Fame, Performing Arts Fort Worth, Fossil, the J.F. Maddox Foundation, and the Southwestern Exposition and Livestock Show. She's a member of the Board of Trustees for the Dallas Museum of Art and the Georgia O'Keeffe Museum. Elaine is also a member of the Dallas Citizens Council. A native of Sherman, Texas, Elaine graduated from the University of Oklahoma with a BA in History and Economics, and then cleaned up her resume by receiving an MBA from the University of Texas at Austin. She and her husband, Niels, have 2 daughters, Bradley and Lorene, and her favorite son-in-law, Coley Means. I hope there's not another son-in-law that's not named in the bio. That sounds pretty tough. Please join me in welcoming Elaine Agather.
Good evening. I am thrilled to be here. I graduated from the University of Texas Business School, 1979. I got here 40 years ago. I look pretty good, don't I? I wanted a job. It's all about a job. I wanted to live in New York City. I went up there, I interviewed with a bunch of different firms. Does this sound familiar? Banks, advertising companies. I wanted to live in New York. The bank offered me the job. I had never thought about working for a bank, and of course I said, I've always wanted to be a banker, thank you. I took the job. Don't overthink it. Just get out there and say yes. I look back now, and in 1979, I clearly was some kind of diversity hire. They didn't have a blonde, they didn't have someone with a thick Texas accent, and they clearly didn't have someone who'd been a cheerleader. I was offered the job. I went to a payphone. Do any of you remember a payphone? Thank you. I called home to Sherman, Texas, collect. My mother and father had never even been to New York City. My dad finished the 8th grade and was a bulldozer operator. My mother finished high school and was a housewife. Wonderful people. I am first-generation college. I told them I had accepted a job at Chemical Bank in New York City. A lot of things they could have said. My dad said, well, because I had called collect. Have you ever called collect? And all my dad said was, well, does this mean you'll stop calling collect? We all come from some place. We all come from some people. They make up who we are. That's how I got started in business 38 years ago. In that time, I've been through 10 mergers, same bank. I have worked in New York, London, San Francisco, Fort Worth, Texas, and Dallas. Along the way, I've seen a lot and I've learned a lot. I came up with a few lessons here. There's 6 of them. We're going to call them the Successful 6. Stay with me. I know you're dying to get out and go have dinner, but if they're numbered, so when I get to 6, that means we're done. Number 1, saddle your own horse. Don't wait for others to take care of you. You're in charge of your life and your money. This came to me because I saw so many people working for me, waiting to be told what to do with their careers. They thought all these managers were thinking about them. Managers get busy. They aren't thinking about you all the time. When you get there, don't think they just got you focused on you. So don't sit passively and wait for someone else to have a plan for you. One of the people who taught me this was a woman named Connie Reeves, one of the first women to graduate from the University of Texas Law School in the 30s. Couldn't find a job, and she went to Camp Waldemar and taught the hundreds of young women how to ride horses. She did it for 3 generations, and her motto was saddle your own horse. You have to know how to take care of yourself. You have to know how to get it done. I gave a speech like this once, and a young woman came up to me afterwards and said, so inspiring, so inspiring. I'm gonna move to another bank. I'm like, no. That's not what I meant. So the upgrade to this is ride with a good team all the time. We all talk about team. It never has it been as important as it is today to learn how to work together as part of a strong team. None of us can get it done alone. The best bankers I have are the ones who have learned how to play well on a team. Be a good team player. I have learned This is important. This is your takeaway. Your ego is not your amigo. When you get there in that job, remember it. It's not always about you. It's about your team. It's about winning as a team, which brings me to number 2. Like what you do. And then you get to decide what to do next. Notice I did not say do what you like. There's a big difference. Liking what you do means you know how to make the most of your opportunities. You look for the positives in every situation. You play the hand you're dealt, and you win. So I was running Fort Worth at the time. I went to Fort Worth, went to Joe T. Garcia's. A waitress walks up. I had my team with me. I hate pralines, hate them. And she talked me into trying a praline. I said, what do you do? She said, I went to TCU looking for a job. I said, come see me. I hired her. I said, anybody who can sell me a praline can sell me anything. You'll be a great banker. She was fabulous. She was a great branch manager. So I said, that's it. I'm going to do all my hiring at Joe T. Garcia's. So I went back in the spring, and my team is going, ay, ay, ay. Another waitress walks up. I said, she didn't even have to sell me anything. I said, what do you do? She went to TCU. I said, come see me. I hired her. She didn't work out so well. So we were moving into a new building. We had been working by the jail. It was a horrible building, but we got a brand new building, one of our mergers, and we all had to pack boxes. She'd been there 3 weeks. She came to see me. She said, can I just see you a minute? I said, you bet. She said, well, I have a little problem. I said, oh, tell me. She said, well, they've asked me to help pack boxes because we're moving. I said, I know. Now, what's the problem? She said, well, I wasn't hired to pack boxes. Well, I told her, here's my advice. Run. Don't walk. Run back. Tell them you want to be in charge of box packing. Tell them that you can make it faster, smarter, cheaper, more efficient, and then we can get back to business. She didn't get it, and she left. But here's my point. I've been through 10 mergers. You don't think I've been asked to do things that I hadn't maybe planned on? Management looks for leaders. When you get out there, they are looking for you to lead wherever you are. It does not have to be something fancy always, like the head of energy. Wherever you are, lead it. Now, you have to suit up. Just saying. Make sure you look good. You don't have to wear a suit, but make sure you look good. You have to show up. And for goodness sake, stand up. I can't tell you, these are little things, and the minute you walk in your new job, you're going to be establishing your brand. Everything you do, everything you say, the way you look, everything. Show up, suit up, and stand up. It takes a lot of guts to draw some attention to yourself, but it shows that you're present and you're fully engaged and you're there. It's all about attitude. You'll find yourself in spots that weren't exactly what you picked. It wasn't exactly where maybe you'd wanted to live. Rise to the occasion, play the hand you're dealt. Then you get to decide what to do next. What we want, all of us, our parents, our grandparents, we all want options. We want the option. If you aren't owning where you are and kind of pouting and kind of feeling bad, this isn't exactly what you thought it was going to be, you don't get picked. You don't have an option to get out. Play your hand. Make it good, make it fun, and make it profitable. And then it's yours. Number 3, be grateful. A grateful heart and a grateful spirit is essential. My father was a bulldozer operator. I am grateful for this job every day. There is nothing more attractive than someone that loves their job, that is grateful to be there. It creates energy all around you. People get energetic. It makes my teams energetic. I'm happy to be there. I'm going on 40 years at this bank. You want to be around that person. The people that I have watched lose their gratitude and become arrogant have not made it. No matter how smart, no matter how many honors, they don't make it People don't want to work for you. So don't ever forget it. Sprinkle that communication with thank yous and be consistent. Now, all of us can detect a fake in about 2 seconds. You've all been around one. You're like, oh my God. So don't manage up. Don't be nice to the boss and mean to the valet guy. If you're going to be mean, just be mean all the time. Just be consistent, but don't be fake. Number 4. This is my favorite. Get over it. Don't dwell on the past. Don't take things that happen in business personally. Tough decisions have to be made. It's part of the process. You're going to make mistakes, fix them, and move on. So I have 2 get over it stories I'll tell very quickly. When we had the JP Morgan and Chase merger, there were 2 of us in the same city, so that's a little tricky. My boss called me, this is 2000, and he said, hey, come on up to New York. That's a good sign. That's a good sign early on. Woo. I'm getting on the plane, my phone rings. My boss said, what are you doing? I said, I'm coming to see you. Got my red suit on. He said, you've been uninvited. Now, it does not matter if you are 5 or 50. It does not feel good. And you have a couple of choices. I'm sure some of you have seen, someone puff up a little bit, get all puffy, get all irritated. So I could have said, do you know how much revenue I have? Do you know how long I've been here? Would you want to call me back anytime soon? No. Pick your battles. I said, you know what? I've been through a lot of mergers. I get it. I said, if dinner opens up, call me, happy to come. Easy to call back. Make it easy for people to call you back to work with you. Do not take it personally. Get over it. I got invited to dinner. I got the entire Texas to Florida business. He wouldn't have called me back that evening. I don't know, every time I talk to a guy and ask them if they want to call back a mad woman real quick, they say no. Pick your battles. One personal one, it's really a good one, but I got to move on because I'm getting older. But when I turned 50, I talked about my 50th birthday forever. Oh man, it was going to be fun. And my husband, about 2 months before, turned to me and said, hey, what do you want to do? Do you want to do anything for your birthday? I said, oh, no, nothing. Men, when a woman says, oh, no, nothing, remember this one. She does not mean it. She's lying to you. She means something big. You better thought about it. My birthday came and went. A little small thing. It just wasn't good. Wasn't good at all. Kind of last minute. I was a little puffed up at home, My 16-year-old calls me. She said, I need to see you quick. I thought she had fallen. I run upstairs. She said, get over it. We messed up. We'll catch you on your 60th. Yeah, coming right back at me out of the mouths of babes. So, this one's important. And if you don't remember anything else I said, remember this one. Because, ladies, when you get to work and they give you feedback, if you cry one time, I want you to look at my face because I will hunt you down and I will haunt you. Because the minute you cry of getting feedback at work, they'll never give it to you again. They don't like mad and they don't like upset. And men, give feedback. Help each other. It's a team. Get over it, move on, fix it. The upgrade is don't make the same mistake. I had a heck of a 60th birthday party. Okay. Number 5, this is actually part of me, but it's develop your funny bone. You cannot survive in business, in life, without a sense of humor. You got to lighten up, loosen up, and laugh. I do not know if we hire funny people at JP Morgan Chase or they become funny after they're there, but they are funny. And I've dressed up in every costume over 38 years known to man. I've been often asked, how do you get away with this? Let me be real clear. There is no one that takes their job more seriously than I do. No one more competitive than me. The difference, and remember this, I don't take myself too seriously. And we've all been around people that aren't fun. They just take themselves too seriously. Don't go there because you're going to be working long hours. Have some fun. Okay, one quick story just defines it all. I was doing a big private equity roadshow at the bank, but I needed to slip out. It was Easter. It was a bunny costume I was going to get into. So I introduced the bank, slipped out. You know, we're all trying to manage every day, right? And I jumped in the elevator with my bunny costume on, and I'm holding the head. There's a very distinguished gentleman in the elevator. He looks at me. He does not crack a smile. And very seriously, he said, "You have it on backwards." And the tail was right in front. See, it's funny. He didn't laugh. I wanted so badly to say, "Wow, you're taking yourself just a bit too seriously today." Have some fun. We are all here, and it goes really fast. And so you've got to make sure that you enjoy it. Here's the upgrade to this, and I talked about not crying with feedback, but I've cried with many an employee over 38 years. We are all trying to get through the day sometimes. They have lost their wives, their kids. Be compassionate. Be there for the people you work with. My last one, there is nothing more to say here but strengthen your backbone. Do the right thing when it's not easy or popular. Start early. Little things, your expense reports, everything you do. Do what you say you're going to do. Your brand is going to be so important in every job you have. You will get that brand like that, and it will stay with you, and you can build on it, but do the right thing. Character is our foundation. We're nothing without it. So when you get out there, remember these 6. Saddle your own horse. Like what you do. Notice I didn't say, wait, do what you like. Be grateful. Get over it. Develop your funny bone and strengthen your backbone and hook 'em horns. And God bless all of you. This is so exciting. Good luck to all of you, and I hope some of you are going to work for us. Thank you.
Thanks, Elaine, for your remarks and your support of this McCombs School. We really appreciate it. And now it's our time to recognize the Student Leadership and Service Awards from each of the 6 Texas MBA programs. These awards recognize members of the class who have made extraordinary contributions to the McCombs School and have made a positive impact on the experience of their MBA peers. Award winners were nominated and voted on by their classmates. I'd like to introduce Genaro Gutierrez, Director of the Executive MBA at Mexico City program, to announce their Student Leadership and Service Award recipient. Genaro?
It is my pleasure to recognize the Student Leadership and Service Award recipient for the Executive MBA at Mexico City program, to Marco Antonio Macin Leon. Marco, please come to receive your award. Classmates describe Marco as the most proactive student during the program. Marco always showed interest in social issues facing the country and the community and mobilized students and resources to help social causes such as the 3 out of 3 law to increase government transparency, as well as causes like fundraising for health care for children and cancer treatment for children in need, and everything in between, I might say. Marco took the time to always be available and share and help. Another classmate wrote, he always keeps us involved and connected to our community. Congratulations, Marco, you made a difference in your class. And now I would like to introduce my colleague John Burrows, Director of the Executive MBA Program.
Many Texas EMBA students serve in leadership roles in their organizations and communities, a fact that makes this award even more meaningful. It's my pleasure to recognize the Student Leadership and Service Award recipient for the Executive MBA program as chosen by their classmates. This year's recipient is Chris Bauman. While Chris approaches the stage, I would like to read what his classmates had to say about him. From day one, Chris has always shown passion and drive towards his schoolwork, classmates, the university, and the EMBA program. Truly an unsung hero who does so much behind the scenes for our classmates, including leading efforts for contributions to the Texas EMBA Legacy Scholarship Fund. Despite traveling from California every class weekend, Chris always had time for his fellow classmates and to stay on top of his schoolwork. His attitude is always positive. If I could channel a fraction of Chris's disposition, I would not only be a better student, but also a better person because of it. Chris embodies everything that our program represents. In a room full of leaders and doers, a group filled with excellent candidates and robust resumes, he stands out because of his willingness to serve others. No one better represents the UT MBA class of 2017 than Chris Bauman. Congratulations, Chris. And now I'd like to introduce Joe Stevens, Assistant Dean of the Working Professional MBA programs, who will present the Student Leadership Awards for the Dallas-Fort Worth, Houston, and Evening MBA program.
First, it is my pleasure to recognize the Student Leadership and Service recipient for the Texas MBA program at Dallas-Fort Worth. Laura Graham, will you please join me at the stage? Among her many nominations, Laura's classmates had the following to say. Laura is chair of the McCombs Ambassador Committee and on the Graduate Business Council, as well as the founding president of DFW's Graduate Women in Business chapter. She takes on all of these responsibilities in addition to her demanding job at Linux International, where she also founded the Linux Young Professionals Association and regularly hosts events for distinguished speakers. Laura was always an advocate for her classmates and maintained rapport with the staff that allowed for positive changes to be possible. Laura is a force to be reckoned with, who should be recognized for challenging the status quo and elevating the people around her. And finally, Laura is a witty, generous friend with a fantastic wine collection. Next, for the Texas MBA program at Houston, it is my pleasure to announce that Ashley Huang has been chosen for this prestigious award. Ashley, please join me at the stage. Classmates shared the following about Ashley's leadership and contributions. Ashley served as our class president and made significant contributions that improved our class dynamic. Her leadership was inspiring, and we appreciate countless sacrifices she made for our class. Ashley has been involved in hosting student class visitors and establishing the link between multiple programs. She has worked with alumni, current students, and prospects to help create class unity before, during, and after the program. Her efforts to develop and deliver a homework tracker for the class were above and beyond expectations, but greatly appreciated. Finally, Ashley represents the MBA Texas brand with pride, integrity, and hard work. And finally, the Leadership and Service Award for the Texas Evening MBA program here in Austin goes to Albert M. Sir Albert, join me on the stage, please. Here are just a few of the comments about Albert's contributions to the program. Albert has led our class as GBC president with the utmost charisma and dedication. He demonstrates immense thought leadership in his management of class feedback and escalates this feedback with grace. He is a trusted liaison between the class and the MBA program office and effectively communicates across both channels, showing tremendous care and tact, even in the hardest of conversations. Albert is genuine and takes the time to get to know his peers on a personal level. For example, within our Facebook group, he posted personalized videos and memes celebrating classmates' birthdays. What a testament to his thoughtfulness. He has sought to improve classroom experiences to bring humor to all appropriate situations. Albert has been the perfect leader for our class and the broader student body, and one has done so for our entire 2.5 years. And all bold. All right. It is now my pleasure to introduce Tina Mabley, Assistant Dean of the Full-Time MBA program.
Good evening. For the full-time program, the class selects 4 students, 1 for each cohort. Our first award goes to someone who puts 100% effort into everything he does, Andrew Hodge. Please approach the stage. Andrew's positivity, work ethic, and devotion to strengthen the McCombs MBA program and community are exemplary. His work as GBC Social Chair and Wine Club co-president made large impact on the amazing social experience over the past 2 years. He has also devoted significant time to improving the academic experience as a strategic career management TA and advisor to Dean Lindbergh on researching MBA curricula. He is Mr. McCombs. Congratulations. The next award goes to someone who's fostered and engaged an inclusive community, unified her peers, Lana Wood. As another one of the social chairs, she made an invaluable contribution in making the MBA experience more wholesome for all of us, said her peers. She is also cheerful and enterprising person and is always willing to go the extra mile. Whether helping fellow students with interview prep, fostering open dialogue on campus, or designing a variety of social events, Lana always looked for new ways to bring everyone in our community together. All of this with her signature grace and humor. Congratulations. Our next award goes to someone who is the personification of our McCombs culture, Shannon Moffett. Shannon worked tirelessly to create a better McCombs, creating opportunities for lifelong friendships and relationships. Regardless of the situation or challenge in front of her, Shannon is always the first person to step up, find a course of action, and execute toward a goal, which has resulted in an extraordinary McCombs experience for all her peers. When our class reflects back on our time in the program, said one of her peers, I'm sure a lot of the events she has planned will be our fondest memories. Congratulations, Shannon. Our final award goes to the fearless leader of the class of 2017, Tim Carrion. He took his role as president of his class to be of service to the school, his peers, and our greater McCombs community, and his 3 guiding principles for his leadership were philanthropy, community, and legacy. He is an inspiring leader of leaders and a positive force for the Texas MBA program. As a founding member of the Social Impact Internship Fund, a fantastic program for those who wish to put their MBA toward the greater good during their summer between their 2 years, whether it's personal interactions with his classmates or making strategic decisions for the program as GBC president, Tim affects everything and everyone around him for the better. For leading a pack of leaders, Tim Carrion. Now I would like to introduce Stephen Limberg, Associate Dean for Graduate Programs, to recognize the Dean's Leadership and Service Awards for the class of 2017. Thank you.
Thank you, Tina. It is my honor and pleasure to announce the class of 2017 Dean's Service and Leadership Awards. These awards recognize the significant contribution made by exceptional Texas MBA graduates to the McCombs community. These students have worked tirelessly outside the classroom to better the community for their classmates and for future Texas MBAs. As I read each name, I would like the recipient to approach the stage to receive the award. And first, it is my pleasure to present the Dean's Leadership and Service Award for the Executive MBA in Mexico City to, little dramatic pause I think is in order here, to Santiago Gonzalez. While Santiago approaches the stage, as Santiago approaches the stage, I will read a few words among the many that his classmates shared about him. Santiago's values, ethical behavior, hard work, enthusiasm for learning, and openness to different types ideas epitomizes the McCombs School spirit and are also what one should expect from a world-class executive. He always had a good attitude, friendly demeanor, and was always willing to help. His hard work was omnipresent in the classroom and throughout the program. Santiago, it is terrific to see you omnipresent on stage to accept this well-deserved recognition. It will come as no surprise to the members of Austin's Executive MBA class that the recipient of the Dean's Leadership and Service Award is Dawn Marichella. Come on up, Dawn. While I read a few words your classmates made about the important role you played in their lives over the last 2 years. Dawn's class contributions were significant in every course. She led by example and consistently demonstrated a work ethic that was at the top of the class. She led many additional learning opportunities, such as Lunch and Learns and even a speakers series. Never out for herself, Dawn was always willing to support a classmate in any capacity. Drawing on her experiences at Emerson, Dawn added great value to class discussions. More importantly, she went out of her way to help others by sharing her insights and facilitating learning opportunities outside the class. Through it all, Dawn led with humor, poise, and care. Congratulations, Dawn. And now it's my pleasure to announce Gary Frazier, as the Dean's Award recipient for the Texas MBA Dallas-Fort Worth. Classmates' glowing accolades about Gary include the following comments. Gary headed the consulting club for the class of 2017, and he also actively prepared the class of 2018 for case interviews. He delivered many cases to fellow students to improve their chances of landing a stellar consulting position. One classmate quips, "I often caught myself trying to match Gary's engagement and passion for our coursework." Who else in one semester could balance a demanding job, complete 10 credit hours of coursework, run the consulting club, and train for and complete the world's toughest mudder? Now, I'm going to take a little speaker's time out here. For those who do not know what this is, or any mudder competition, it is not a mumbling competition. First, it involves lots of mud. Second, it is described as the most extreme, insane, imposing, pulse-pounding, heart-stopping 24-hour obstacle course on the planet. So Gary, hopefully approaching the stage was not as challenging, and it comes with our heartfelt congratulations on receiving this award. The Dean's Award recipient for the Texas MBA in Houston is presented to Dimitri Hughes. A sample of classmates' enthusiastic comments include Dimitri's contributions in class challenge us to think differently and to challenge the status quo. He forces us to elevate our opinions and continuously engages in intellectual conversations with his classmates. Not terribly surprising, given his PhD in mechanical engineering. From a class cultural standpoint, Dimitri always brings positive energy and a smile to every class weekend. Dimitri has recruited numerous students as a member of the McCombs ambassador team. He has a bright future ahead with Boston Consulting Group. Congratulations, Dimitri. I am sure you will continue to trip the lights fantastic. The recipient of the Dean's Award for the Texas Evening MBA is Karen Myers. Laudatory comments from classmates about Karen include, Karen is a shining star. She makes our class experience enjoyable. Karen serves on the Graduate Business Council, and she does an excellent job partnering with McCombs leadership on issues ranging from course loads and sequencing and family social gatherings. She's been a class leader of Graduate Women in Business and advocated for a diversity initiative that was delivered by the program. In addition, Karen brings a smile and a positive attitude in all of her personal interactions. She is a delight. And it is my delight to congratulate you, Karen. Come on over. And to complete the awards, the Dean's Award for Full-Time MBA is awarded to two students, Mira Fawcett and Caitlin Goodrich. And some fans' comments about Amira include, making McCombs a better place has been Amira's #1 priority since she started the program. From her passion on the McCombs Admissions Committee, including her role as co-chair, to her leadership in Graduate Women in Business and the Graduate Business Council and TAing, Amira has tirelessly worked with the administration, current students, and future students to improve the quality of the McCombs MBA student life and our future classes. As another classmate observes, this woman can do about anything, and has. As co-chair of the Women's Forum, Amira's passion for bringing in strong women had a direct impact on increasing the number of women in the class of 2018 from 32% to 37%. Rather remarkable. Her energy and enthusiasm for the program are contagious. And Caitlin, here are some of your colleagues' remarks. Caitlin is the embodiment of leadership and service in this program. Caitlin is a natural organizer of people and the first to speak up for a cause. Through her formal leadership roles with the Graduate Business Council and Net Impact, Caitlin was a key driving force behind instituting the Social Impact Internship Fund, which will be a legacy left by our class. She pushed to make McCombs a better place where business for good and sustainability are embraced and acted upon, not simply talked about. In her spare time, and another sidebar here, I'm not so sure where you found spare time, Caitlin, with all you've accomplished. In her spare time, Caitlin is a social activist volunteering and organizing around civic and social causes. She is truly leaving McCombs better than she found it and is wholly deserving of this award. Congratulations, Amira and Caitlin. Ladies and gentlemen, damas y caballeros, hijos, hijas, hermanos, hermanas, abuelos, abuelas, faculty, and distinguished guests, it is my pleasure to share a few of my thoughts with you and with the Texas MBA Class of 2017. I just like saying that, the Texas MBA Class of 2017. Yep. We are grateful so many of you have joined in this celebration from all over Texas, from across the United States, and from, and brace yourselves, Albania, Austria, the Bahamas, Bangladesh, Belarus, Brazil, Cameroon, Canada, China, Denmark, El Salvador, France, India, Indonesia, Italy, Japan, Mexico, Moldova, Nigeria, Pakistan, Portugal, Peru, Russia, South Korea, Spain. Need to take a break here. Switzerland, Thailand, Taiwan, Turkey, Turkmenistan, the UK, the United States, Vietnam, and the West Bank and beyond, a truly impressive global reach. I also extend a warm Texas welcome to all of you in locations worldwide who are connected through our live stream. Graduates, I'm going to keep this brief. Well, that is for a professor, I guess. This is your celebration, your achievement milestone, whether through a foreign study tour that I shared with some of you or traveling through the marvelous of the accounting world, a thrilling adventure in its own right, I'm sure you will agree, or through venues large and small. I am constantly reminded and overwhelmed by your talent and your energy. Now, I am most proud and delighted to welcome you as the newest members in the Texas MBA Alumni Network. What starts here changes the world is more than just Texas bravado. In the Texas MBA program, it's a constant reminder and a call to action. As you reflect on the past few years, I'm sure you sense how much you've changed. You've enriched your knowledge in the hitherto unknown areas. You've expanded your opportunities. You've changed careers. You've broaden networks, and you can now pontificate on, and guests, please bear with me on this, you can now pontificate on leveraging core competencies, driving strategic and transformative initiatives, and marshaling innovation and creating creativity for value creation. Of course, now you can kind of dial back on the jargon, but apply these learnings and you will change your life and the world. In fact, you're already on your way. I know the positive impact you have had on the lives of your colleagues and on our lives at McCombs. Through the McCombs Admissions Committee as mentors and peer advisors, and through contributions often in the wee hours of the morning. Contributions in group meetings, in an onslaught of projects, exams, presentations, reports, MBA consulting, and national case competitions. By the way, we just love it when you light that tower bright orange for your competition victories. Your impact has been laudable as fellows, organization leaders, and interns. Your immediate use of knowledge from our weekend and evening programs has already made differences in your companies. And international students, you brought the world to your peers, an invaluable contribution, while garnering unique perspectives through their lenses as well. Indeed, at McCombs, you have all changed lives in these and so many ways. And you've only just begun, which is a good thing, because much work and unbounded opportunity remains. Essential conversations about resources in society are omnipresent in the world's boardrooms and in multitudes of other forums. The world does need your leadership. At the University of Texas at Austin, our mission is to transform lives, to transform your lives and the lives of those around you. And collectively, we will impact society. You have an arsenal of transformative talents. You have leadership abilities poised to burst forth on bigger stages. I challenge you to develop innovative and creative solutions that will change the future. And speaking of change, a monumental change for the MBA program is at this very moment occurring just down the street, the construction of Robert B. Rowling Hall. We owe Mr. Rowling, Mr. Nixon, their families, and a host of your fellow MBA alums a great deal for their generosity and their understanding of how this new facility will positively change the Texas MBA program. As alumni, this is your home as much as anyone's, and we look forward to having you back home as much as possible. So you experience Rowling Hall firsthand. Dean Hartzell has enthusiastically offered all 2017 graduates the opportunity to take 2-day executive education courses in the new building, and he is footing the bill. Did I get that right? Okay, yeah. And if 2 days isn't enough for your fill of breakfast tacos in the building's splendid Moon Tower Cafe, he will also fund 50% of the cost of any 5-day program. More details on this opportunity will follow, but we wanted to make sure that you know Rowling Hall will be there waiting for you when you return to McCombs. While Rowling Hall is the latest and monumental change in the program's storied history, some things won't change. We'll continue to bring together a dazzling diversity of talented students. We'll forge relationships among MBAs, faculty, alumni, and that's you now, actually, and business thought leaders through the community. We'll showcase what happens at McCombs and alumni successes. Well, that's also you. We'll continue to ensure that tinkering and questioning the status quo leads to big ideas that are game changers. And we'll continue to innovate in business education. We'll do all this and more, and we'll do it even better in Rowling Hall. That means the value of your Texas MBA will change, and I'm predicting some very positive returns. Now, in closing, let me share a big part of my job. In fact, it's my passion. It is to work for our 20,000 plus MBA alumni and to enhance and protect the Texas MBA brands. So you see, I am still working for you. I pledge, together with the faculty and the entire and most splendid MBA program team, to work hard to preserve and enhance the already world-class value of your degree. You can count on us and based on your demonstrated leadership, I know we can count on you in this grand enterprise. So, the long-awaited moment has arrived. And I must admit, this is among my favorite parts of the entire occasion. It is time to recognize the MBA graduating class of 2017. Degree candidates will be recognized within each MBA program. However, students are not seated in alphabetical order so they can enjoy this celebration with their friends. We will applaud the graduating class after all names are read. We will now recognize the degree candidates from the Texas Executive MBA in Mexico City. Will these candidates please stand and get ready to proceed? Thomas Ward and Daniel Liu will be announcing the names of the degree candidates by program.
Rodrigo Grandillo Castañeda. Santiago Valenzuela González. Juan Pablo Garza González. Oscar Rivademar Rodríguez. José Rodrigo García Campos. Liliana Montes de Oca Gil. Ana Paula Martínez Murillo. Úrsula Chávez Cue. Ma Guadalupe Morales Ortega. Pablo Vicente Céspedes Martínez. Marco Antonio Macín León. Carlos González de Cosío Vargas. Carlos Alberto Cerezo García. Sergio Eduardo Constance Rubio. Rodolfo Núñez Mercado. José Ángel Rodríguez Barragán. Manlio Fabio López Delgado. Rodrigo Sosa Díaz. Samir Moisés Morales. Roberto Schoenfeld Masila. Alberto Moret Dosal. Manuel Suberviel Gaviña. Isaac Zaga Op. Fernando Nicolás Francia. Alonso Aldape Pérez. Daniel de Jesús Sánchez Gómez. Oliver Fabian Axel Weinderlind. Ana Renata Kraulska. Roberto Malvaez. Mariana Icaza Rode. Rosalba Castellanos Baltazar. We will now recognize the degree candidates from the Texas Executive MBA. Ramil Sharifsoy. William Chenault IV. Christian Gradel. Ashish Pradhan. Mamdo Kamis. Carlos Gutierrez. Simran Ahuja. Ajay Nimala. Leonel Alcorta. Shuvo Chowdhury. Gustavo Valdez Chavarria. Arun Viramani. Murali Subramanian. Mudassir Kachi. Rajesh Kuriaparambil. Priyanka Pandey. Gregory Halder. Brianna Mullenkamp. Jared Pryor. Zachary Ripstein. Ryan Campbell. Brent Luby. Sarah Dane. Paul Wegman III. Alice Liu. Krista Renee Fisher. Kisa Wynn. Stephen Meyer Paulson. Star Renee Corbin. Kaiten Zavary. Don Maria Mayershella. Rahul Gadkari. Andrei Misik. R. Evan Barbosa. Christopher Erim Obanaya. Matthew Work. Derek S. Bounds. Sean Patrick Egan. Mandar Madhav Godre. Thomas Wayne Rutledge, Jr. Chow Win. Himanshu Weicker. Lizette Thomas. Chris Bauman. Rachit Srinivas. John Skinner. Young Churl Bay. Bijou Korean. Vabhav Khanna. We will now recognize the degree candidates from the Texas MBA at Dallas-Fort Worth.
Chloe Stern. Sherry Ding Knipe. Joy Aktuba. Jennifer Rich. Laura Graham. Jennifer Lepp. Amanda Rouse. Aditya Das. Rashab Kapoor. C.N. Sharad. Arindam Bose. Nitin Kant Damija. Ricardo Rivas. Suktej Singh Gill. Sayed Gayam Magami. Alan Willis. Fran William Guzman. Daniel Nunez. Michael Anthony Lussier. Jason Foster. Gary LaFleur Frazier. Matthew Keenan. Christopher Edward Wu. Eric Alexander Selden. Harveen Kaur. Rashida Archibald. Prasanth Bathay Kumaresh. Adam Kimmick. Sterling James Arden Showalter. Riley Rogers Orr. Alexander Fan. John Wilder. Thomas Blackburn Favreau III. Aaron Young. Kapil Pradeep Mandre. Davis H. Sun. Stuart Dean Fuller. Travis John Hemphill. Alex Way. David Hudson Carpenter. Adam Scott Davies. Alexander James Reinhardt. Craig Leo Stansbury. Nathan Bauer. Rahul Rajkumar Bhatia. Anjali Maya Naskar. Amy Ruth Rosenthal. Kelsey Lee Ayer. Siddharth Kolaru Venkata. Rex Thomas Simmons III. Ryan Smith. Jesse Christopher Dodds. Daniel Goldsticker. Matt Larkins. Cameron Barton Lessard. Rob Campbell. Ali Shams. Matt Diorio. Corey Huston. James Ian Binford. Scott Gerber. Jake Buford. Christopher Joseph Colamarino. Tristan Yaup. Franklin Ivy Allen. We will now recognize the degree candidates from the Texas MBA at Houston.
Ross Michael Talbot. Kyle Vano. John Lawrence D. Fulvio III. Tyler Seaman. Josh Webb. Donald Markley. Grant Pribilski. Trevor Green. Alex Shanaski. Philip Vincent Bernard Dankler. Mackenzie McNamara. Preena Harsha Naran. Ellie Rice. Andretta Marcel Williams. Aaron J. Batiste. Russell James Scott. James Roper Timmons, Jr. Memo Hinckley. Sophie Ann Vaucher. Jeff Hurlbert. Jason Allen. Sandeep Pulvarti. Krishna Kaushik Chaluvadi. Jeff Wainalda. Brian Thomas Attaway. Julian Carlson. Kyle Egbert. Divya Nagurkar. Aparna Bhopale. Laura Abrams Segura. José Granja. Andy Strenkowski. Candace Michelle Childers. Mohammed Chowdhury. Young Lee. Sandeep Shurma. Ashutosh Shinde. Sunandan Saha. Divya Villarreal. Jian Gu. Li Guo. Ran Zhu. Dex Patel. Drove Bansal. Tim McIntyre. Christian Anthony Jackson. Ronald James Huff. Daniel McGinty. Anthony Kalingo. Zoheb Norani. Bridget LaFollette. Brittany Elaine Shoemaker. Nathan Edward Dennis. Craig Lynn. Ravi Mantrala. Alina Lukianenko. John Keith Bryden. Long Vu Yoon. Ashley Yoon. Diane Tan Nguyen. Jennifer Nak Ho. Omar Ali Wahidi. Dimitri Omar Hughes. Matthew C. Walt. We will now recognize the degree candidates from the Texas Evening MBA. Robert von Schimmelman. Albert Im. Saurabh Pradhan. Shalabi Turner. Stephen Daniel Panico. Lauren Hill. Kylie Hammett. Laura Hampton. Alvaro Farid Sevilla. Evan Hine. Leo Fajardo. Soumya Rao. Cameron Alexander Jean-Shui Chen. Mary Ferris. Renee Karsholt. Chase E. Schlachter. Nicholas Edward Moore. Dalton Bonner. Clayton Avery Signer. Eric Wagner. John Kavanaugh. Hunter Bellamy Smith. Charlie Walker Wilson IV. Jonathan Parnell. Nicholas Aaron Bludow. Patrick Hagan. Arjun Atoli. Jay Krishnan. James Hamilton Bilby. Jesse Masters. Rachel Clark. Emily Christine Alberts. Stephanie Holly Chang. Daniel Lorenzo Belden. Sankalp Shah. Alex Bestavros. Ankit Singhal. Daniel Stephen Peacock. Anthony Raymond Coynes. Ryan Berkeley Edwards. Zachary Lewis Jordan. Giacomo Ravo. Megan Dillard. Mary Claire Davis. Bryn Sakonchik. Norman Trin. Yusing One. Timur Prokopovich. Lincoln Edward Smith. Alessa Serda. Erin Jessica Horton. Brian Evans. Amelia Renee Rudolph. Grant Gilbert. Garrett John Manhall. Nailan Sharma. Michael Benjamin Davies. George Jalil. Devin Curry. Chris Martell. Clay Quisenberry. Carly Volk. Gabe Logan. Denise Shue. Jen Peng. Venkat Kuchipudi. Keyur Hasmukh Shah. Dustin Andrew Michael. Sriwatsan Sridharun. Daniel Karkayen. Matthew Falkenberg. Elena Konovalova. Aldri Orispe. Karen Louise Myers. We will now recognize the degree candidates from the full-time Texas MBA.
Brian Benson. Patrick Reams. Kunal Khanna. Andrew Michael Israelson. Melanie Hendrick. Shannon Moffitt. Laura Kelly. Peter Cataldi. Joel Fluss. Matthew Ryan Georges. Priya Vij. Courtney Good. Taylor O'Brien. Pernali Sen. Caroline Luby. Micah Kaplan. John Fox. Jory Lesser. Benjamin Jeffrey Lehman. Matthew Klein. Connor Fielding Davidson. Stephen Robert Grant. Austin Taylor Pollock. Roger Wu. Benjamin Berg. Uda Mierles. Destin Whitehurst. Alex Michael Berry. Ryan Griffin Rao. Lillian Duncan. Cecilia Rojas Domine. Patricio Braun. Jacob Cooker. Rick Clemens. Alex LePage. Jacob Franklin Walters. Tim Carrion. John Ross Anthony. Patrick Swelgen. Andrew Hodge. Royal Craig Addis. Connor Walbert Webb. Ankush Singla. Andoni Dieguez. Aaron Drew Baldwin. Joel Obaseki. Laura Samansky. Brittany Rogers. Adriana Penalba. Rachel Rayford Hodges. Jessica Joswiak. Mary Lillian Johnson. Charles Bowman. Natasha Mehta. Nathan Robert Wagner. Derek Russell. Malcolm Lee. Rob Jones. Bob Kennedy. Alex Brew. Aaron Marshall Huffman. Daniel Paul Sherman. Robert Paulson. Yunmei Shin. Hyunok Shu. Pavani Taraga. Nicole Elizabeth Smith. Snehan Arumban. Natasha D'Souza. Sakshi Jain. Monica Chen. Abhi Chokalingam. Yu Xiao Wen. Jordan Waterman. Jonathan Casco. Jared Fuller. Doug Peterson. Sarah Karamani. Shatij Gupta. Graham Clark Kaywood. Ian DeFilippi. Tori Logan Colasar, the 13th. Evan James Kramer, the 13th. Nicholas Charles Sattler, the 13th. Segi Harakae. Biwen Yu. Max Wang. Simo Lee. Tak Yamada. Masahiro Ito. Manoj Kambadar. Zachary Cunningham. Pontep Tanti Panishkul. Sharilia Fita Resti. Younghu Lee. Jae-hee Lee. Tae-hoon An. Kyung-hwang Choi. Jong-ha Woo. Kyung-hong Gregory Chung. Han-sung Lee. Serbi Ratra. Naharika Das. Swati Seth. Kushbu Thakar. Tony Baby. David Chung. Donald Simmons, Jr. Dionysios Janukas. Michael Gao. Lauren Montgomery. Anasuya Maladi. Theodore Lane. Michael Kent. James Tang. James Quentin Harmon. Teddy Boddicker. Josh Miller. Carlos Cohen. Diego Marafon. Abhinav Panwar. Alex Barber. Jay Morales. Naveen Reddy. Michael Yetter. Ian Mizuno. Funda Sarilar Error. Leanne Julia Hall. Ruma Erin Chi. Omar Garza. Thomas Dale. Lisa Maria. Jagriti Rajulu. Karthik Narasimhan. Vanita Kuna. Monica Chartier. Karen Madera. Kent Cronenberg. Yoni Bay. Bosco Jun. Andrew Paul Whiteman. Niraj Kapoor. Shubham Rao. Andrew Strong. Gabe Lupin. Afif Abed. Megan Schneider. Caitlin Marie Goodrich. Ibuku Olubenja. Michaela Lindsay. Becca Robertson. Michael Ramirez. Ashley C. Tisdale. Tanaj Ferguson. John Bilal III. Lana Lynn Wood. Julie Drennan. Kavita Rangaswamy. Ginger Harold Lackey. Samantha Allison Toth. Monithipa Chakravorty. Samantha Joy Freypart. Preeta Matra. Similolu Fafawara. Linda Diane Permenter. Isabel Shelton. Syra Richardson. Jim Lemoyne. John Richard Owens III. Joel Menendez Ramirez. Lucas Tice. Fabian Epler. Marin Forster. David Youngt. Lucia Galvez. Yamel Cotero. Julio Diaz Ballery. Javier Altry Holschneider. Augustine Lanzagorta. Jorge Martinez. Ashil Kola. Curtis Davis. Josue Alvarez. Matthew Thomas Nyheiser. Tajuddin Sanusi. Silva Genchev. Siri Chaka. Margot Hofstetler Gonzalez. Amira Fawcett Malpus. John Christensen. Daniel Persley. Bharath Bhoti. Corbin Eckel. Sam Mysock. Alex Poling. Christopher David Wright. Alex Marshall Dunn. Kevin Parks. Jeremy Daniel Prather. Andrew Kimball Conant. Nicholas Mason Stevens. Patrick Carter Coleman. Mark Kelly Soares. Michael Thomas Love. C.J. Euler. Kenny Cahill. Evans J. Finger. Yu Sun. Wayne Wei. Li Xiao. Anne Shen. Tariq Rukangi. Nikita Puna. Julia Chen. Jaya Singhal. Connor O'Rourke. Tulio Soria. Kayla Fenton. Preston Idell.
So my script says, please join me in a rousing round of applause. We just did that, but let's do it again. You are now part of one of the world's largest and most powerful alumni networks. To keep your connection, each graduate is receiving a one-year membership to the University of Texas Alumni Association, the Texas X's. So leaving the 40 acres does not mean you are leaving UT. I hope you will enjoy your membership over the next year and get involved with one of over 100 Texas X's chapters throughout the world. And now, of high importance, we have reserved this special moment to acknowledge the essential force behind our graduates' successes. Let us now recognize, as a group, those who have supported our graduates through the years. They are truly silent heroes worthy of our highest praise. Will the graduates' families and friends please rise, stand, and be recognized? Congratulations and heartfelt thanks. This concludes the MBA Convocation ceremony for the class of 2017. Faculty and graduates will exit opposite the stage after we sing the Eyes of Texas. We ask that family and friends follow by also exiting opposite the stage. A passenger elevator is available to the left of the exit foyer for guests with limited mobility. And now, in age-honored tradition, we join our new graduates in singing the Eyes of Texas. After the Eyes of Texas, please remain standing while the faculty procession exits. Please now rise for the Eyes of Texas.
Last thing I'm playing is a longhorn. No.